So we're gonna start the reproductive system and the the reproductive system. In order to understand the function, just in the first place, you need to divide it. We have the male reproductive system and we have the female reproductive system. Each one has functions. They are similar at the end, but they are different. Similar but different. The male reproductive system is responsible for producing the 6 cells of the system, okay, which are the sperms. So the first function of the male reproductive system is to produce the sperms, formation of the sperms. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is responsible for delivering those sperms to the female system, okay, to fertilize and keep going the process of fertilization, pregnancy, and so on. So formation of the sperms. Then after you form the sperms, you have to get them out of your system as a male system to deliver them to the female system, like ejaculation and stuff like this. You get them out yourself. Then the third function is producing of the sexual hormone, the male sex hormone, which is called testosterone. Okay, so those are the 3 primary functions of the male reproductive system: formation of sperms, delivering those sperms to the female reproductive system, and finally production of the testosterone hormone, which is the male sex hormone. On the other side, on the female reproductive system, we have formation of eggs, the ova, formation of ova or eggs. That's number 1. When you make the ova and the ovary, you need to let them out of the ovary. That's a process called ovulation. Okay, that's a process called ovulation. Ovulation.
What is it doing?
It means you must let the egg leave the ovary to get released, to get secreted from the ovary. Okay, that's called ovulation. Release of the egg or the ovum from the ovary. Then after that, this ovum is supposed to get fertilized. Once fertilization took place, the system will take care of the fertilized ovum, to nourish and feed and house the fertilized ovum. And finally is to produce 2 hormones. Those are the female sex hormones. We have the estrogen and we have the progesterone. We have estrogen and we have progesterone. Okay, so those are the primary functions of each system, generally speaking. Let's talk about each system in more details, anatomically and physiologically. We're going to start by the male reproductive system. First, we need to know from what point should we start. When you have a male reproductive system, something like that, you need to decide at what point you should start. I'm going to start from the primary organ of that system. The primary organ of the male reproductive system is the testicles. Okay, that organ. This is the primary organ. Okay, the primary organ. When you hear me saying primary organ, and I'm sure that you heard it before from me saying it, the primary organ means the master organ of the system, the organ that will do the function of the system, and the others assisting that organ. Okay, so each system like that, by the way, each system has a master organ, has a primary organ. So when you look at the cardiovascular, the heart. You look at the respiratory, the lung. When you look at the nervous system, you have the brain, primary organ. You look at the digestive, we just finished. What's the primary organ? Duodenum, which is the small intestine, I would say, overall. Yeah, I agree with you, the duodenum. So, and so on, the kidney and the urinary system. Here we have the testicles, or the testes, in the male reproductive system. Why? Why decided to grant that privilege to the testicles? Well, because all the functions that I listed under the male reproductive system, which is formation of sperms, okay, and production of the hormone, they are done by the testicles. Okay, so the primary organ, because it's doing the primary function. So I am granting this privilege to the testicles because of something, because of the function. The function is done basically, or mostly by the testicles. Okay. The testicles is located outside of the human body, enclosed in a sac. This sac called scrotum, the skin. Okay, the scrotum. So it's located outside, and the reason why it's located outside in the human body is because temperature reasons. Because of temperature reasons. We found that the sperms are very, very, very sensitive to heat. So, and they cannot survive in your normal body temperature. They cannot survive the 96 or the 97. Okay? So, we decided to keep them outside of the body in order to cool down the temperature so they can survive. So the reason why they are outside of your body is temperature reasons. Okay? Enclosed in a sac called the scrotum. And this scrotum is made of skin, in which, in the skin, by the way, in the skin itself, you have muscles. Okay? And you have muscles. So you have muscles insert in the skin. And that's only in two regions in the body. That you have the muscle insertion in the skin. You have it in the scrotum and you have it in your neck, the platysma muscle of the neck. Okay? And the platysma muscles of the neck. You have that only muscles insert in the skin. Okay? That's scrotum, one of those regions, the other region, the platysma muscle of your neck. And that creates a wrinkling. Okay? Whose age, of course, in the neck. Those muscles, they stretch over the skin, they cause this wrinkling. And that creates as well the wrinkling of the scrotum. You look at the scrotum, it's wrinkled. It's not like smooth skin, no, it's wrinkled. Because of those muscles as well. Okay, so when you put this skin beside the scrotum, you'll find that this skin is smooth, because it doesn't have any muscles. Okay, the scrotum is wrinkled because it has muscle insertions. So we need to do it. Then, yes.
Wait, when people get old, they have the skin like all like wrinkles all over.
What's that? Yeah, that's all with aging. With aging, because of those the erector pili muscles. Okay, but that it comes with aging. But this is not aging thing. This is now. You don't have to age in order to develop those wrinkles in the scrotum. They are there always. Yeah.
So it's only two, the scrotum and here?
And platysma. That muscles here in the skin.
What's the name of the muscle?
Of the neck?
The name. Now you said that the scrotum is made of skin with muscles.
Dartus. It's called dartus. I'm gonna. Dartus. Okay, so you have the testicles here, and the functions of the testicles, among the general functions of the system, is production of sperms, production of the hormone. Production of sperms, formation of sperms, so the sperms are being formed here. Okay, and production of the hormone. The testicles are protected because it's outside of your body, covered by the scrotum, so the scrotum is protection. Okay? We have three membranes. We have three membranes covering the testicles.
Like the eye.
Yeah. Not sure whether they are shown here. Next slide. You have two membranes from the peritoneum. The peritoneum goes down with you. So you have peritoneum in there. So you have the two membranes of the peritoneum, the visceral and the parietal. Both of them gonna just grant them one name, one term called tonica vaginalis. So when I ask you tonica vaginalis is, you're gonna tell me that's peritoneum.
Okay.
How many layers? You tell me that's two layers. Two layers. The tonica vaginalis are the two layers of the peritoneum. They are coming down with you. Because originally speaking, the testicles are formed in the abdomen and it descended down. went down. But originally it was forming in the abdomen. So it got some coverage from the abdomen, which is the peritoneum. And it took this peritoneum down with it. Okay? So then we have another layer specific for the testicle, okay? On the testicle itself, covering the testicle, in here called tunica albuginea. Tunica albuginea, that's another additional membrane. So you have 3 membranes and you have the scrotum enclosing everything. So you have the scrotum from outward, innerward, you have the scrotum, you have the 2 layers of tunica vaginalis, which is peritoneum, and you have the tunica albuginea. For outerward, innerward, outerward, you have the tunica albuginea, tunica vaginalis, and the scrotum. Yes?
And visceral, right?
Visceral and parietal also. If you want to split, of course, the visceral will be closer to this.
Can you get again from outer to in?
From outerward, innerward, we have the scrotum. You have the 2 layers of tunica vaginalis, which are parietal peritoneum and visceral peritoneum. Then on the testicle itself, you have the tunica albuginea. Go back. Look at the some muscle, darkness muscle. Okay. So skin and muscle. I'll go back then when we get it. Then after that, after the testicle, the sperms will be formed here. Okay. Then when the sperms are mature and ready to go, ready, to leave, they will be transported in a transportation system. And this transportation system starts by structure, like capping, okay, or crowning the testicle. Okay, so structure, that structure. And this structure is called epididymis. Okay, epididymis. It's spelled wrong, by the way. Some of you know. As one of my students, by the way, typed those notes for me. Yeah. So when you find spelling mistakes, please excuse me. It's not. If you want to help me out, you can type it for me for next semester.
Oh my god.
Extra point.